Return of the Living Dead is getting the reboot treatment. This is coming from Collider. Return of the Living Dead reboot rises from the grave. The iconic horror comedy franchise has been dead for almost 20 years. And honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, the best one is the first one from 1985. Horror reboots and remakes are all the rage these days. What started with remakes of classics like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Black Christmas, and Friday the 13th in the 2000s quickly changed directions to legacy sequels in the mid to late 2010s. This horror resistance has included the return of Scream, Halloween, and Evil Dead to a ton of critical acclaim. Now it looks like a zombie classic. Return of the Living Dead is joining the scary fun as a reboot is officially in the works from the appropriately named Living Dead Media. Living Dead Media. Oh my gosh, man, this is going to be epic. I wonder if it's going to be anything like the 1985 original when it does come out. It's important to note that this isn't a remake of the 1985 horror comedy gem, as confirmed by Dead Media's website. So I'm wondering what this is really going to be like. I mean, they're going to be tweaking things up, making things different. It's a reboot. The site preview states, our reboot of Return of the Living Dead will expand the existing world created by the original 5 films while staying true to the R-rated sci-fi horror dark comedy roots adored by fans of the cult classic around the world for the last 35 years. It would continue on saying, we are excited to resurrect this storied franchise for current fans and new generations of zombie fans. The project has a director in Steve Walsh, if I pronounce that right, who previously worked includes Muck and Kill Her Goats. Oh man, man, that's gonna be crazy. The Living Dead can't stay dead for long. With a George A. Romero's unrelated Living Dead franchise is the most well-known and acclaimed zombie material on the market. The Return of the Living Dead breathed a killer personality all its own. Inspired by films like Night of the Living Dead, Return was this compelling blend of horror comedy, something that was very rare for the time the film was made. Both uh, it both fully embraced the genre and some sick, gross, out of body horror featuring brilliant practical effects work and the campy humor that is inherited by the zombie apocalypse. Return was truly a first of its kind, combining genre references, borderline self-aware antics, and bloody good scares into one ghoulish fun package. It would go on to help inspire other genre classes like Scream and Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. Wow. Uh, it goes on to say this included Return of the Living Dead Part 2, Return of the Living Dead Part 3, Return of the Living Dead uh, Necrophiles, and Return of the Living Dead Rave to the Grave, which I've never seen. I've seen the first three, 1, 2, and 3. My thing with this is it's going to be pretty epic. Let me go into this door real quick here. It's going to be pretty epic because it's not going to be a remake the way it sounds. I do own the first film. It's the only one in this franchise that I like. I did not see the last two, but um, the first one is, a classic in 1985. You had Clu Gallagher, Tom Matthews, you had Miguel Nunzio Jr., you had Linnell Quigley. You name it. So I love it. It's got good laughs, good humor. I really enjoy Return of the Living Dead. If you had asked me, it's the one film that I love out of the entire Return of the Living Dead franchise. So other than that, with further ado, we don't know when this is going to be coming out. When it does, I'm hoping it's going to go to theater. I'm hoping it does. I hope it doesn't go straight to digital or video, whatever you want to call it. But I do kind of hope that they do have some comedy elements in there. Something that kind of, resembles the original film from 1985. Even though they're saying this is not going to be a remake of the '85 film, so it'll be interesting to see what this reboot is going to be like. Let me know what you guys' thoughts on Return of the Living Dead. Have you guys seen the franchise? Which one in the franchise is your favorite? Personally, I think a lot of people are going to go ahead and say the first one is the best one, and to me it is. But other than that, that is it. Take care, and you guys have a great Tuesday.